What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video today. I hope you guys are all having a great day. And today, I take back what I said a few videos ago. This is actually the video I'm most excited to make. And obviously, that's because of these products that are right here in front of me. If you can see them, of course. So today, I bring you episode 6 of What's in the Box, episode 3 of Building My Dream Gaming PC, and definitely the most expensive video I've ever made. Although, as you may know by now, this stuff actually isn't mine and wasn't purchased by me. That would be my uncle. So, big thanks to him for sending out all this stuff. And if you didn't know, it's for his $2,500 gaming PC that he is building, or that I'm building, which is why he sent out all this stuff. But of course, before we build it, obviously, I'm going to make an unboxing video out of it first. Also, if you guys do remember from the last What's in the Box episode, I said I was going to try and make everyone better. And so far, I've started that off by blowing last episode out of the water. So guys, I don't want to say too much because I know, like me, you guys are probably pretty excited. So with that, let's cut open the first box. Also, I know this set kind of looks like it was thrown together last minute, and that's because it was. Yeah, I really need to get like a lav mic or better lights. Which I might be getting pretty soon. Spoiler alert. So I said I was going to stop talking. I haven't done the best job of that yet, but we're going to stop talking now and we're going to open up the first box. It has been ripped open, but that's because I had to check what it was, because I needed to make sure, first of all, it was mine, and second of all, what parts came in for the PC. And I guess I should also mention, one of the parts isn't even here yet, so I will include that in this video when that gets here. Hopefully, it'll get here pretty soon. Alright, starting first, we have probably the least exciting thing in this entire PC, and I knew what this was, so that's why I started with it first. That's not very fun to unbox a 1TB Team Group GX2 SSD. Alright, here's the SSD. I know you guys can't really see because I really need to get a camera with a wide-angle lens because I am super far away from my phone right now. But I'll definitely include some B-roll of all the products over this because I know you can't really see a thing from all the way over here. Alright, so I really don't want to spend too much time on the SSD, so I'll put this aside and we'll get on to the rest of the products. Don't worry, I just threw that on my bed, not the floor. Alright, next, we'll do the next bag. We'll save the best for last. So, yeah, this was also open because I checked what it was. But, here we have some Corsair Vengeance RGB Pro 2x32 gigabytes for 64 total gigabytes of storage in 2 RAM sticks. I didn't even know they made 2x32. Like, yeah, I kind of just figured that out because we were going to go with 2x16 gigabytes, but that was out of stock. So, my uncle just suggested going with double that. So, I'm fine with it. I don't actually know how much they were, but they have RGB. And they'll look really, really good in the PC. So I guess I will open them up right here, just to put them back in the box later. And guys, like I said, I will include B-roll of the actual unboxing over me talking right now, because I know you can't really see what's going on. And like, one thing I noticed, these RAM sticks are really, really heavy. They're a lot heavier than my 16 gigabytes of RAM, which are 2x8. And it makes sense, because this one stick has 2 times the capacity of my entire system. But I have worked with Corsair Vengeance RAM once before. However, it was almost 2 years ago now, I guess. So I'm excited to see how good these actually look once we get them in the PC, which will be when the RTX 3080 goes in stock, which will be in a few years. All right, the next thing I guess I'll do is the AIO. That's just because you guys can see what it is, so it's not really much of a surprise. I don't need my scissors for this. We're just gonna go ahead and open it right up. This is my first time ever seeing an AIO in my life, and this is one of the best AIOs, I believe, as well. It's fairly new, it's a few months old, but we're gonna take it out of the box and see how good it really looks. Alright, so it looks like we got the radiator here, and then the water block. Alright guys, so first impressions, this looks really, really good even with the RGB off, and I really like this Corsair logo right on in the middle of the radiator. And yeah, this looks better than I imagined, actually. The water block is pretty tall, pretty big, so I don't think there'll be any clearance issues, but we'll see. We'll definitely run into some roadblocks with the RGB or something like that. So other things in the box, we have the 3 ML120 fans. These will look really, really good. As you can see, they unfortunately don't have the ring of RGB. It's just in the middle, which spreads throughout the fan blades. They still look really good though. Corsair is known for probably the best fans. So I'm really excited to see how these look, especially on a radiator or an AIO. And then you also get, I don't know if this is a Commander Core or another Commander product, but you do have 6 PWM connectors and then 6 RGB connectors. And then we also have like the mounting hardware. I'm not going to take that out because I will just have to put it back in. I am super excited to use this AIO, especially because I've never used an AIO before. So it'll be a new experience, as will most of this stuff in this PC, which is why I'm so excited for it. It's going to be a pretty awesome build. And don't worry guys, I think things will get slightly more exciting from now on because I'm going to be opening things that I actually haven't opened yet. Let's get into this box from B&H. I have an idea of what this could be, but I'm not positive. But I'm pretty sure we only got one thing from B&H, so I'm pretty sure it could only be that one thing. I think that logic checks out, but we'll see if I was right. Alright, moment of truth. Ooh. Wow. This is a Ryzen 9 3900X. And no, it's not 5th gen because that's never going to be in stock, but it still has 12 cores and 24 threads, and it cost $450. I'm just kind of amazed right now, is really the only word that can describe this. But yeah, we'll definitely get it out of the box for you guys. And that is the CPU right on the top. So yeah, let's actually get this out of the box. All right, let's open up this Ryzen 9 3900X. Let's leave that on display right there. I really don't want to turn into Linus and drop this right now, so I'll probably put it back in the box fairly quickly, but definitely show some B-roll of it because that is a pretty cool product right there. And that is definitely going to help the PC out for pretty much anything my uncle is doing, whether it's video editing, gaming, rendering those videos. Pretty much anything he does is going to be insanely smooth and insanely fast. Alright, and then another thing, all Ryzen 3rd gen CPUs come with a cooler in the box, so I guess I'll just take that out of the box for you guys. So first impressions, it's much larger than I thought, and that's, I guess it has to be, because it's cooling a $450 12-core 24-thread CPU. But yeah, I don't want to take this plastic thing off because the thermal paste, but as you guys can see, it's like super tall. Like I'm guessing, what, 7 inches tall maybe? But obviously we're not using this, we're using the Corsair AIO, which is going to look even better. Alright guys, we'll go with the biggest box last, and we'll definitely do this for now. I believe there's multiple products in here. I think there kind of has to be because that wouldn't even be close to enough parts. So, alright, what do we have in here? Probably the best fans on the market. I'm super excited to open these up actually. Yeah, we'll set this aside and we'll open them up in just a second. We also have this from Newegg. Not sure what it is though, so that'll be a surprise. I'll open that up as well. And then the last thing we have in this box, I'm also super excited for. This is the Gigabyte Aorus X570 Pro Wi-Fi. This is a $270 motherboard, I believe, which is, for X570, it's pretty mid-range, but definitely more expensive than anything I've ever held in my hand. Alright, so we'll also set that aside and we'll open it up. And I lied, there's one more thing in the box. We get some free meals from HelloFresh. I think that's what I was looking forward to the most in this box. I don't even know why those came in that box. Super complex packaging. I would assume like 50% of the cost of these fans went to the packaging. Alright, first off, probably some boring manual stuff, but also I believe the lighting node core is what comes with the QL RGB 120 fans. So I think that's probably what's in there. And then let's take out one of these fans. You see that? I haven't looked at that yet, so these look insane. I would use these without the RGB, they look so good. These honestly look like better than I imagined they would look. And as you can see, there is a lot of room for RGB in those fans. As you can see with the QL, if you're unfamiliar with them, they have the ring on the outside, on the inside, and then on the back as well. And we got these because in the case, the correct fan solution requires to have 6 of them backwards like that for intake. So with these, we can turn them around and still have pretty much the same amount of RGB, just with a little bit of the frame. So it'll still look really good, but I am, of course, super excited to put these in the case. It will be a challenge hooking up all the lighting, though, but I'm kind of up for it. So before I run out of time on the camera, we're gonna check what this is, because I think it's probably the hard drive. Yeah, it is. All right, this is a super heavy 4 terabyte hard drive. This is the Seagate Iron Wolf Pro, but 4 terabytes instead of 2, just for like 2 times the extra space, I guess, is the reason you would upgrade your storage. Alright, I'm kind of too excited to put this back in the box all the way. Let's open the motherboard. Alright, here, when I open this, we have more competition for the most exciting moment ever recorded on this channel. And here it is, this, ow. Alright, yeah, I'm not really saying too much because I'm kind of just looking over it. It looks insane. I am super excited to actually use this in the build, and the motherboard really can make the entire PC look a lot better or a lot worse. Like, for example, my motherboard looks terrible. The build kind of looks a lot worse, but this motherboard is definitely going to add to the entire build. All right, so it is X570, and it has a total of 9 USB ports, 4 2.0, and then a bunch of 3.1, 3.2. And then we also have the Type-C, which is this port right here. I'll do some B-roll. And it is also the Wi-Fi version, if you didn't see that. All right, moving on to the last product. And this is actually probably going to be the most exciting moment on my channel, because this is probably the case I want my computer to be in. So just unboxing it, even though it's not for me, is going to be extremely exciting. All right, now let's actually go ahead and take it out of the plastic and see how it looks on my desk. All right, so what I can do is just flip it like this, and I can already tell this looks amazing. Wow. It does look amazing. I was right about that. All right, let's take the top panel off. So I guess we slide it like that. So I'm pretty sure by watching all the videos, you just take the side panels and slide them right off. One thing that's not so good about this case though is that you do kind of have to like push your hand up against the side panel to take it off, which is kind of weird because you just mark up the glass, but luckily there's still the plastic on these, but obviously I'm not going to do the peel right now. This honestly looks a whole lot better than even I imagined. So I guess the back panel also slides off, which is pretty nice, even if it's a little harder to slide off than the other ones. All right, so in the back you have features like you can put 2 power supplies in here. And then of course there's also the included cable cover. So yeah, I'm pretty much just gonna put this away now, and then it'll pretty much just be time to wait for the last product to come, which is the power supply, if you guys didn't realize that. But also the graphics card. I'm not really gonna wait to unbox that. I might actually do that in a separate video because it's going to be so nice. Trying to get an RTX 3080 if you missed that. So guys, I'm gonna leave part 1 off here, and I'll definitely see you guys when the power supply actually comes. So I'll see you guys in a few days. Alright guys, power supply is finally in, and you can see I have all the parts lined up here, and yeah, it looks pretty good. I've also added a surprise to this second part of the video, I guess you could call it. It's something I actually ordered for myself on Amazon, and I haven't done that in a while, so I thought I'd just unbox it in this video. It's nothing much, but I think it'll be in the background of most of my videos, so I thought it would be important to unbox. I did forget my scissors though, so I'm gonna try and reach them in my drawer. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get to those, so I'll just have to like rip this open. Luckily, it looks like it's already ripped. And yes, it did come in this box as well. So if you didn't know what it was going to be, yeah, this is it. I'll talk about it once it gets out of the box, but I'm sure you guys can already see like what model it is and everything. All right, so if you couldn't see, this is the Corsair Rmx 850 watt. 850 watts is pretty much perfect for this PC build because we have Ryzen 9 3900X and a soon-to-be RTX 3080. So we'll have a little bit of room for expandability, but it'll be fine. It might even be a little too much, but too much is better than too little. So let's actually take this out of the box. Of course, we get the instructions, the power cable, some mounting screws, and some zip ties too. That's pretty nice. So definitely utilize those in the Lian Li PC-11 Dynamic. It's also fully modular. Like every modular power supply, we have the pouch of cables. And this is actually a really nice pouch. It has the Corsair branding on it. It is like a nice Velcro nylon pouch, I guess you would call it, with all the cables. And of course, they're all black. Not going to get ketchup and mustard cables for a $2,500 build. That would make about 0 cents. So I'm not really gonna take those out of the box. I don't wanna mess them up either. So I'll just put them right back in, but that is a very nice touch. I do like this pouch. And after I put all this back in the box, we'll move on to the stuff I ordered. All right, there you go. That should look pretty good. All right, first thing I got, yes, there is actually 2 things, but it's a little Anchor USB hub. Just giving me 3 extra USB 3 ports. So I'll get this unboxed. It's pretty simple, but I'll definitely show you guys. It's just pretty cheap plastic material with 4 USB ports. It does look pretty simple though. I like the all black design. It looks pretty good, and it does come with a little Velcro tie as well, so that's pretty good for $11. But I will also put this aside, and we'll get on to the main thing in this box, which, like I mentioned earlier, will probably be used in most of the backgrounds of my videos because it is something for lighting, and it will look pretty good. All right, I actually managed to get the scissors. It'll make it a little easier to open this. All right, this is actually something I've never seen before, so it's kind of like a real unboxing. Here it is. So I'm sure most of you have seen this before, but it is an Aorus, which is sort of like a budget brand, I would call it, but they do make pretty good products. But it's pretty much like an RGB lamp. So pretty much you put it down on the table and it lights up. like a lamp usually does. I'll try to get this plugged in and show you guys. All right, I guess we plugged the cable in right back here. It's nice and simple. It's the only thing on the entire lamp. So it looks pretty simple, and I'm definitely a fan of this design. You got the nice silver on the bottom, and then you have the, I guess, sort of like white acrylic on the top is maybe what I would call it, so it spreads the light really well. And I have seen a few videos of these. They look really good. And the reason I picked this up actually was because it was only, I believe, $19 a few weeks ago. So I definitely had to pick that up because these are usually around $50. So it was like 60% off, and it was a really good deal. Hold on, maybe I should read the directions on how to do this before trying to teach you guys. All right, guys, so I think I figured it out, and it's actually pretty simple. So what you have to do is touch it to turn on to the lowest brightness, and then again for the highest brightness. Seems like there's 3 levels, and it's actually pretty bright. I can't really look at it straight on. So then what you do is you hold for about 2 seconds, and it'll start switching through all the colors of the rainbow pretty much. And then when you see a color you want, you just touch it again, and it'll stop on that color. But if you don't want that color, obviously touch it again, and it'll keep cycling through. So the annoying thing is you kind of have to wait like a long time. If you maybe miss the color you wanted, you have to go all the way around the cycle again. But once you get it on the color like this, that looks pretty good. Oh, and by the way, I think I saw this on Tesseract. I don't know if you guys know that channel, but I will link it in the description down below. He has a super sick gaming room with a lot of RGB, including this. So that's pretty much where I got the idea because he did recommend it. But anyway, guys, that is going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, guys, huge thanks to my uncle for sending all this stuff out and making this entire video possible. At this point, you're pretty much just running my channel, but I definitely like it. And guys, if you did enjoy, a sub and a like would be massively appreciated, as I am keeping up the weekly uploads, so maybe post notifications would be necessary as well. Also, if you have any questions or concerns, just comment them down below, and I will be sure to get back to you. But guys, with that, again, massive thanks to my uncle, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Now I have to get out of here somehow.